Brookdale basketball here on BTV. Tim Kettlefemo alongside Brian Gouds. We're at Brookdale, the #1 team in the country, getting ready to take on Atlantic Cape, which has had some struggles this year. Brookdale coming off a very impressive 2-game road trip up in New England, where they took down Bunker Hill in Massachusetts and along with UConn at Avery Point in Connecticut. So those two teams very tough on the road. And as I said a moment ago, the #1 team in the country, they're going to be pretty tough tonight against an Atlantic Cape team that's struggling this year, Brian.
Yeah, it looks like a lopsided matchup going in, but there's one thing we know covering sports is that they're unpredictable and certainly can be at times. So if you're Brookdale, you don't want to overlook your competition, even though you're facing a team that looks inferior. It's still a capable basketball team in this region, and you have to bring your A game if you want to come out with the win.
And we'll certainly see how Brookdale takes the floor this evening. They'll have to come out strong early on, and we expect nothing less. Atlantic Cape only has 6 players here. Usually we have a doubleheader here for you on Brookdale TV. The women's game was called about a day and a half ago. The Atlantic Cape Buccaneers on the women's side forfeited the game, as they have really had a lot of struggles on their side of the ball. So the Brookdale women got an easy victory without even 1 second being played.
Yeah, I think that goes in the books as a 2-0 victory. So
Yep.
I don't know if that messes with like the points per game totals for the season, but either way, it's a Brookdale win.
It's like a baseball game.
2-run homer to win it.
Yeah, Coach Scanapico actually would know a lot about that. Bo at the scores table, he'd know a lot about that. Women's softball coach here at Brookdale. So Brookdale's being introduced. They're starting 5 tonight. Grant Good, Kyle Bradshaw, Jameek Moore, Tariq Holmes, and Matt Ringel. Now on the other side for Atlantic Cape, as you see them there in their away blue uniforms with red lettering and white trim, they will start with Jarrell Owens, Gabriel Sanchez, Luis Riviera, George Pierce, and Jalen Hudkins. Robert Anderson, head coach, and will be assisted tonight by Stephen Kentish. Atlantic Cape 2-12 overall on the season. Their last game was on Saturday. They lost 116-63 to Union. Jalen Hudkins, along with Darrell Owens, both had over 20 points and each had a double-double. Hudkins actually had 23 rebounds. The team had total of 54 rebounds in the entire game. So certainly a team player. Keep an eye on him this evening. He'll be at center court for the opening tip, number 55. Paul Chizak in his 26th year coaching Brookdale. 511 career wins and counting. Brookdale in their home white uniforms. As I said, Atlantic Cape in their away blues. Our officials this evening, Rondell Teller, Matt Wolski, and Thomas McDermott. Brookdale controls the opening tip, and we are underway. Good now along the baseline, drives inside. The layup doesn't go. And rebound collected by George Pierce. So a quick possession there for Brookdale, not able to get anything going. Now Atlantic Cape trying to get on the board. Owens traveled with the basketball right in front of the Brookdale bench.
Yeah, and you said a moment ago talking about Paul Chizek and his 511 career wins. Interestingly enough, when these two teams met the last time, that was when Coach Chizek picked up that milestone 500th career win.
Is on the road. Jameek Moore there from the wing, knocks down the 3, and Brookdale gets on the board early, 3-0. Yeah, Brookdale won that game 107-71 as the ball is popped up into the air and intercepted by Kyle Bradshaw. Jameek Moore throws it away, was trying to get to Grant Good there on the wing. First turnover there for Brookdale of the evening. Still lead by 3. Almost a minute gone by here in the first half.
And it'll be interesting to watch Jameek Moore today because he has been unavailable for those 2 games on the road that we talked about in the Open that Brookdale dominated both of. Remember, he was dealing with that knee problem the last game we did, so we'll see if he has any lingering effects from that injury.
Gabriel Sanchez from the corner had his 3 rejected. Tariq Holmes saves it out of bounds, but Sanchez able to pick up the loose change. So Atlantic Cape still hanging around here, down by 3, trying to get their first points of the evening. Sanchez, dangerous pass, almost intercepted by Owens. Now it's taken away by Holmes. Holmes at the other end lays it up and in with the right hand.
Yeah, and ideally you don't want to be throwing dangerous passes when Holmes is anywhere near the area, because he loves to get his hands on the basketball and is a playmaker once he gets in transition.
Riviera now, guarded by Moore. Bounce pass taken away again by Holmes. Holmes 1-on-2 to the hole, puts it up, doesn't go. Not able to get the layup, and now Sanchez the rebound. Atlantic Cape has some numbers, up to Hudkins. Hudkins inside and puts it off the glass.
And it was a nice move there. He got Ringle in the air with the initial pump fake and then was able to finish off the glass.
Brookdale leads by 3. Kyle Bradshaw at the left elbow, feed inside to Grant Good. Good, nice patience, puts it in with 2.
And it's just tough for any defense to match up with the likes of Moore and Good, but when you're Atlantic Cape and you only have 6 players total, it just makes it such a mismatch for them defensively.
Hudkins triple team, dribbles his way out of it. Now back out to Riviera for the 3 from the corner. It's short. Got his own rebound. Now back over to Sanchez. Long 3 now for Pierce from the right arc as a brick, no good, and the rebound Ringle. Brookdale with the early lead, 7-2. Ringle, nice bounce pass to a cutting Bradshaw, and Bradshaw puts it in off the glass.
Yeah, nice vision from Ringle. Got position there on the high post, found Bradshaw cutting, delivers the bounce pass, easy bucket.
Sanchez guarded by Moore, puts the ball on the floor. Moore scoops it up. Going to the hole with Hudkins and has the shot blocked away out of bounds by Owens, who got back on defense there for the Buccaneers. It'll stay Brookdale ball, 26 on the shot clock. Holmes will inbound. No look pass inside to Ringle, and Ringle will put it in underneath the basket. So 11-2, Brookdale leads.
And Ringle's coming off a terrific game, and one of those games on the road trip in Massachusetts. He had 20 points, had 8 blocked shots as his very consistent year continues.
Riviera from the right wing, able to knock it down. I believe it's a 2. 11-4 now, Brookdale in front. Holmes in the right arc. Guarded by Sanchez. Drives inside. May have taken an extra step, and he did.
And Holmes is very quick with the basketball in his hands, as we know. And he's having a little conversation there with the near side official after called on that travel.
Sanchez guarded by Moore. Drives inside, and he traveled with the basketball. So 2 straight traveling calls on both sides. 4 minutes into the first half, Brookdale leads 11-4. Bradshaw, the feed inside to Ringle, right at Hudkins, and Ringle, the hook shot in the paint is good. Almost a backcourt violation there on the Buccaneers. Got to be careful. Pierce inside, back out Riviera. Long 2 on the way is good. This time from the other end of the corner. Bradshaw now the right arc 3. Back iron no good over the back of the backboard, and that'll be an automatic turnover. Ball goes back to Atlantic Cape. Talked about Brookdale's streak that they have been on. They are 20-0, 15-0 in Region 19 play. They've won back-to-back games on the road. As Hudkins there from the foul line, not able to hit the jumper, short. Rebound Holmes. Flips it over to Ringle. Ringle along the baseline, not able to get the tough shot to go. Good is there, had his shot blocked away. And now finally taken away by Pierce for Atlantic Cape.
It was good active hands there to swipe away the basketball without getting a piece of the arm so they don't commit the foul, and then they take possession.
Hudkins at the foul line. Back out Riviera, threw it at the feet of Riviera, not able to handle the pass. Now up ahead to Moore. Moore one-on-one, that was with Owens, and he lays it in easily off the glass. So now 15-6, Brookdale in command. This is a team in Atlantic Cape that has struggled this season. They had a much fuller roster early on in the year. but have lost several players as Pierce thought about a three. Now back out to Owens. Feed to Hutkins, the long two from the baseline, or from the foul line, I should say, doesn't go. And the rebound to Kyle Bradshaw. Long three there by Moore is good. Jameek Moore shooting 48% from behind the three-point line, Brian, this year. Pretty impressive stat.
I was just going to make a point about just how well he has shot the basketball this season. I mean, the numbers are just off the charts from the free throw line, from three, from everywhere. He has just been making a high percentage of the shots he takes.
Hutkins has his shot blocked from behind. Now up ahead to Good. Good is fouled. Count the basket.
And that time credit Moore for the assist, looking up the floor, finding his sidekick there, and Good is able to finish and a chance to add one more from the line.
Foul is on George Pierce, his first personal. And Grant Good now at the foul line, shooting 70% this year. Going to complete the three-point play, and he does. So 21-6 now, Brookdale leads. Quick substitution for Atlantic Cape. They only have one sub. This is going to be Frankie Martinez coming in for somebody. Gabriel Sanchez now walking out on the opposite end of the floor. So miscommunication there as to who was going to check out for Atlantic Cape.
It's a different way to substitute.
Martinez, the bounce pass to Pierce, had it taken away. Now up ahead to Bradshaw. Here's Holmes, and Holmes can't handle the pass from Bradshaw. So again, Brookdale, as I said, undefeated this year, #1 in the country. And have just done a phenomenal job. Ball loose on the floor. We have a tie up here. It'll go to Atlantic Cape by virtue of the possession arrow, as that was Owens and Bradshaw on the floor. Shot clock at 21. Owens, it's a two. It's good.
Yeah, and Atlantic Cape is going to have to make their outside shots here early on if they're going to have any chance of hanging in this game for any stretch of time.
Bradshaw underneath the basket. The reverse layup doesn't go. But Brookdale able to keep possession here now with a fresh 30. Moore, top of the key three. Front rim no good. Rebound Hutkins. As I said, Hutkins in the last game that Atlantic Cape played against Union, as the ball goes out of bounds there, Riviera couldn't handle the pass from Owens, had 23 rebounds. The team had a total of 54 rebounds in the game. So you do the math. That's some heavy rebounding there for Jalen Hutkins.
Yeah, and he doesn't have a lot of help right now. I mean, he's done a good job scoring the basketball as well, but we talked a couple minutes ago that this isn't the roster that they had in the early part of the year. They've had various problems with different players. Miles Carter was one of their standout guys even earlier this season. He's no longer available to them this year as well.
And the struggles this year are pretty well documented, as I said, for Atlantic Cape. They had several players, as Brian kind of mentioned, Miles Carter, just to name a few, early on in the season, but have lost several of them. And Atlantic Cape now just trying to get to the end of the year and try to regroup after what has been a tough season. Fighting for the loose ball underneath the basket and putting it in for the easy two is Owens there. Brookdale now leads 23-10. Zach Olakani checked in at the last buzzer for Brookdale. Anthony McNeil also on the floor. Here is Olakani in the paint. The jumper off the glass and in.
A nice bank shot for Olakani just into the game as Paul Chizek has a totally different unit on the floor. Kenny LaRocca, Frez Cabrera, Anthony McNeil as well.
McNeil picks it up after Hutkins couldn't handle the pass. Holmes to the bucket, puts it in. And now a timeout is taken by Atlantic Cape. The Buccaneers going to burn their first timeout as they find themselves down by 17, 27-10, 11:49 remaining here in the first half. We'll take a break here on BTV. Come back after this.
This is not your ordinary community college. This is an education for the 21st century, a college that learns from industry trends and adapts to the changing job market.
And we're back here in the Collins Arena, 11:49 remaining here in the first half. Tim Kettlefemel alongside Brian Goudsworth, the rest of our BTV crew. Single game matchup tonight. Usually we have double headers, but as I said at the top of the broadcast, the women's game got canceled as Atlantic Cape forfeited. George Pierce inside with the nice jumper from the right elbow out of the timeout for Atlantic Cape. And now Brookdale trying to answer back. We have a foul here on Riviera, who bumped Holmes about 15 feet away from the basket.
Yeah, we're almost halfway through this first half, and you look up at the board, Brookdale has not committed a personal foul yet. You always consider that a victory.
Not a whole lot of fouls, period, in this game, Brian. So far, only 2 for Atlantic Cape. Holmes, the right arc 3, no good. And the rebound, Hudkins, underneath the basket. Pierce. Bounce pass to Owens. Tried to feed it inside back to Pierce. Lost it. Olakani ahead of the field and will throw it down with one hand.
And Olakani that time making sure he finished the dunk. Of course, remember the game we did last week. He had a chance on a fast break and missed a dunk, which really had the ire of Coach Chizek. Something just went down now because Brookdale bench appears upset.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there. Something happens. It was a whistle.
I guess it was right after the dunk.
Tariq Holmes came out of the game. I don't think there was any fouls. That was weird. It was rather strange. Coach Chizek jumped off the bench not happy with something. And Pierce there carried it, so it's an automatic turnover there for Atlantic Cape. Coach Chizek still talking with Rondell Teller now at the scores table. Not quite sure really what happened there. No foul was charged to either team.
Right, no technical foul either.
LaRocca the long 3, not able to get it to go, and the weak side rebound to Owens. You know, speaking of technical fouls, one player that you will not see on the floor this evening for Brookdale is Jordan Hernandez. He picked up one technical foul for dunking off the backboard, doing something with a dunk, from what we've been told, in the last game that Brookdale played against UConn at Avery Point. And remember, in NJCAA play, once a player gets 3 technical fouls, they are automatically forced to sit for the next game, and then any other technical fouls that they get after that, it's an automatic 1-game suspension. So Hernandez has already had 3 technical fouls this year, so he will not be on the floor for Brookdale, but we expect everybody else on the roster to play this evening.
Right, and the other player who is in that same category as far as the technical fouls is Grant Good, who I believe also has 3 this season, so he's in that same situation as Hernandez.
And inadvertent buzzer there. LaRocca will inbound. Speaking of LaRocca, he had a career high in the last game against UConn at Avery Point on Sunday when they won 104-74. Had 20 points in that game, Brian.
Yeah, 6 of 8 shooting. All of his damage came from 3-point range, so he was certainly feeling it from the outside.
McNeil almost lost it, got it back. Shot clock did reset because the ball hit the rim. McNeil, the runner from the foul line, doesn't go. Got his own rebound, lost it, taken away by Owens. And now here come the Buccaneers up the floor. Owens and Moore have a horrible collision at midcourt, and it's an offensive foul on Terrell Owens. So that's the first foul on Owens and the third on Atlantic Cape. Moore with the drive inside. Floater too strong off the glass. Got his own rebound. Saves it from going out of bounds. Olakani now back to LaRocca. Now back to Olakani. Long 2. Back iron no good. Tip up no good. Rebound Owens. So Atlantic Cape trying to get something going here. Down by 14, halfway through the first half.
Yeah, and watching them early on, you could tell they do not want to play the same style as Brookdale, the run-and-gun offense. They are slowly moving it into the front court and taking their time to get into the offense.
Owens, the nice teardrop jumper on the baseline, and that cuts the Brookdale lead to 12. 29-17. Olakani drives inside. Doesn't get the basket to go. Got his own rebound. Puts it up. Score the basket and the foul for Zach Olakani. So we'll check the foul. It's going to be on George Pierce. That's his second personal. And remember, we talked about just a moment ago, Atlantic Cape only has 14 fouls, but they can't really afford that many fouls because they only have 6 guys here as Olakani completes the three-point play.
Yeah, I mean, that kind of goes without saying when you just don't have a lot of available players, that if any of your key players get in foul trouble, they're just not going to be able to make up for their losses. So they have to keep the fouls down. That's imperative.
Owens had it blocked from behind by LaRocca. Now LaRocca pushes it up the floor to Frez Cabrera, and Cabrera walked with the basketball, took the extra step. Was being guarded there by Sanchez. 32-17, Brookdale leads. Hudkins with the feed from Owens, and he's fouled. No, it's going to be a jump ball, as that was McNeil inside guarding Hudkins.
I don't know that I saw enough there of a tie-up on the part of McNeil that would cause the officials to blow the whistle there. It's an interesting call. Brookdale will take it.
It's a very quick whistle there, Brian. Moore is fouled on the other end by Hudkins. I'm sorry, the foul is actually going to be called on Owens, not Hudkins. I thought Hudkins was the one that was going to be charged with the personal. It's the second foul now on Darrell Owens. And at the foul line, Jameek Moore, shooting 2, hits the first attempt from the line. Moore, the leading scorer for Brookdale, averages 21.9 points per game. And as Brian and I talked about, shooting, not just great from around the perimeter, not just great from the foul line, but 48% from behind the three-point line. That's extremely impressive.
It's off the charts. I mean, that's a better number than you see the best shooters in the NBA make from three-point range. So you just don't see those kind of percentages. Just speaks to the quality of season Moore has had offensively.
Moore, one of the returning players, took a couple of years off after playing his freshman year a few seasons ago as Olakani and one of the officials
exchanged a little hug there.
Going after the basketball on the sidelines. That was Matt Wolski. No harm, no foul. Atlantic Cape, though, is going to have to hurry up and put a shot off. His shot clock's down to 5. Riviera with 4. Pierce with 2. I don't think they realize it, and the shot clock will expire.
Yeah, they didn't realize it, and they're not able to get an attempt at the basket. Time runs out on them. Brookdale takes over.
See Stephen Kentish there. I mentioned the head coach is Robert Anderson, but as we talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, both Kentish and Anderson are going to alternate as head coach, as Olakani there knocks down the nice 3. Nothing but cotton there for Olakani. 37-17, Brookdale now leads by 20.
Yeah, Olakani, not a big-time threat from three-point range, but you give him enough space, dare him to take that shot, he will, and that time he makes it.
Pierce through the legs of Moore to nobody. Now LaRocca, one-on-one with Sanchez, probably should have taken the shot, and he was on the baseline.
Yeah, we saw that in the last game when Brookdale had a 2-on-1 break, LaRocca leading the way, and he wound up throwing a backwards pass. Brookdale wound up scoring, but it's a play you like to see LaRocca take himself and try to score.
Owens, the jumper doesn't go. Hudkins, the rebound, puts it off the glass, no good. And the rebound, McNeil. Now up ahead. Olakani can't handle the pass and almost knocks down our camera on the sidelines going out of bounds. Bob, our cameraman, didn't flinch there at all, though. Maintained his shot. Whole host of substitutions getting ready to check in at the next buzzer for Brookdale. LaRocca steals the pass away. Gets it over to Moore. Moore goes at Pierce, not able to get the bucket to go. Olakani throws it up off the glass. No. Moore, third chance opportunity, puts it in.
Yeah, when the Jersey Blues are going to have 4 or 5 chances from point-blank range, eventually they're going to convert. Finally, it's Moore who comes away with the bank shot. Brookdale in cruise control.
39-17. And Olakani wanted 2 points there and almost had it had he been able to make that steal. It'll stay here with Atlantic Cape with 17 to shoot. So the entire team that was on the floor for Brookdale will go to the bench. Coming onto the floor, Grant Good, Stefan Forbes, Makai Morgan, Matt Ringel, and Kyle Bradshaw. Pierce now with the shot clock starting to wind down. It's at 5. Martinez. Now over to Sanchez with 2. Pierce again, shot clock violation.
And that's just inexcusable offense. And for that to happen on, 2 possessions in the stretch of a couple of minutes, you just can't have that happen. That's fundamental basketball, knowing the shot clock, making sure you get a shot away. Just a poor job by the Bucks.
So now we'll see some players we haven't seen too much of this season. As Grant Good from the left wing is good from 3. Stefan Forbes and Makai Morgan for Brookdale haven't played too much this season. Both of them are freshmen, and they're getting some playing time and have an opportunity now to show what they can do on the floor. Brookdale in a 2-3 zone. Long 3 there from the left arc by Sanchez is good. Bradshaw now driving inside. Tough shot from the baseline, doesn't go. Ringel the put back inside underneath the basket. So now 42-22, Brookdale leads by 20. Approaching 5 minutes left here in the first half. Going by very quickly because, again, we haven't had too many fouls. Long 3 there by Riviera is back off the iron, no good, and Bradshaw is hit from behind by Hudkins. Nothing intentional there. Hudkins was just trying to grab a rebound. And it'll be a foul on Jalen Hudkins, his first, his team's 6th foul.
Just when we said there weren't too many fouls, you get a hard one there. Collision there with Bradshaw trying to come up with the rebound. He's good to go, though, getting to his feet.
Brookdale still yet to commit a personal foul. Morgan couldn't handle the pass from Forbes out of bounds. I'll go back to the Buccaneers. Hudkins inside, double teamed. Now back out to Owens. Sanchez now back to Owens, 15 to shoot. Pierce, left arc 3 on the way, no good. Rebound Riviera, back out to Owens along the baseline, doesn't go, and the weak side rebound the good. Now Brookdale pushing up the floor. Forbes inside, goes right at Pierce, contact, no call. Ball out of bounds, back to the Buccaneers. And now Denzel Lampley will come into the game for the first time as he checks in for Matt Ringel. (44-20). Brookdale in front. Sanchez in the left arc, behind the back, and is fouled inside on Makai Morgan.
So Brookdale will not be able to go the entire half without committing a foul. That would have been probably asking a little too much.
Probably would have been a record now that I can think about it. I don't recall that ever happening. It is the first on Morgan. Riviera, it's a 2 if it goes from the corner, not able to get it to go, and the weak side rebound the good. And here comes Brookdale up the floor. Forbes, floater doesn't go. Riviera takes it. Pushing the ball up the floor, trying to get it up to Hudkins, and Hudkins couldn't handle the pass. It was last touched, though, by Bradshaw, so it'll stay here with Atlantic Cape. 27 to shoot. It'll be George Pierce inbounding underneath his own basket. And now we have a quick substitution as Luis Riviera is going to come out of the game. And in for him, Frankie Martinez. So Riviera, after getting a couple shots from the corner, takes a seat on the bench. Long 3 from the corner there by Sanchez doesn't go. Good collects another rebound. Cross-court pass to Forbes. Forbes, right arc 3, short. Rebound Bradshaw. Shot clock resets. Forbes again for 3. This time he hits it.
That's exactly what he brings to the table. I thought he would have a little bigger of a role coming off the bench, doing just that, making 3-pointers. Hasn't really happened for him this season, but it's not too late, and he can be a weapon if he has that shot working.
Owens, dangerous pass over to that was Pierce almost hit Coach Chizak. It was headed right there. Frez Cabrera able to get a foot up and knock it away from Chizak on the sidelines as Kyle Bradshaw comes out of the game. And for him is Brookdale's only got 5 players on the floor. Ringel came in for Kyle Bradshaw. Good in the left wing. Drive inside. Layup doesn't go, but Ringel's there with the tip in.
That's one thing that Ringel's been very good at doing, positioning himself underneath the basket where if Brookdale misses a shot, he's there to get tip-ins. He's done that a lot this season, done it well.
Speaking of Ringel, one thing he's also done very well is Morgan tips it away. We'll get to that in just a second. One-on-one with Sanchez. Has the shot blocked from behind by Sanchez. Good, though, the rebound, and he puts it in. Grant Good, another player that's been extremely impressive this year. But going back to that point on Ringel, you mentioned he's good underneath the basket, tipping balls in and getting some second chance baskets. He averages 4.3 blocks a game and is someone who on a regular basis will get several rejections from around the floor. So pretty interesting stat you don't hear about too much. But nonetheless, Ringel very good defensively.
Well, what's interesting is he's really the only shot-blocking presence as LaRocca drills a 3 there. I mean, Ringel averages over 4 blocks a game. No other jersey blue even averages 1. So he's really the lone player excelling in that department.
Pretty good average to have. LaRocca steals the pass away. Now up to Forbes. Forbes going to keep it himself. Left-hand layup is good. So now the game has been blown wide open, 56-20. Atlantic Cape was hanging around for a while, but now they have struggled to just put any points on the board. Lots of turnovers. There's another one there as Lampley picks it up. Brookdale has a bunch of numbers, and Forbes can't handle it this time. Once again, headed towards Bob, our cameraman on the sidelines, right there.
Yeah, I think Forbes was ready, if he could have caught that pass cleanly, to pop another 3, and he was ready to make another, feeling it early. But even with the miscue, Brookdale pretty much in cruise control. As you said, Atlantic Cape, I thought, did a decent job first 5 or so minutes. They kind of hung around, but since it's been all Brookdale.
Martinez now into Hudkins. Hudkins had it stripped away by Ringel. Will stay here with the Buccaneers with 16 to shoot. Inbound, long 3 there by Owens. Rattles out, no good. Tip up, no good. Hudkins tried to lay out for the rebound, couldn't get it, and Ringel able to pull it down for Brookdale.
Interestingly enough, I think that was actually LaRocca who got his hand on the ball, nearly put it in for Atlantic Cape.
Now we have a foul there hard inside. I think that's Mekhi Morgan who went down hard to the floor. It's going to be an offensive foul on Morgan. And I think that's his second personal foul, if I'm not mistaken. As we're under a minute left to play here in the first half. Actually, there was no foul on the floor. Mekhi just lost it out of bounds. Owens in the right arc. Shot clock down to 14. Long 3 on the way. Back rim, no good. Rebound, Ringel. Brookdale in control. Forbes. Back out to Morgan. Now Forbes. Top of the key 3. Good for Stephon Forbes. Shot clock is turned off. Atlantic Cape can hold for the final shot if they choose to. Martinez now over to Owens. Owens goes baseline right over Ringel. Offensive foul on Darrell Owens. A little bit of a frustration foul there for Owens, just trying to get something going offensively as Atlantic Cape has been scoreless for the last 6.5 minutes. Again, shot clock turned off. Brookdale, I assume, would hold to the final shot. Denzel Lampley, the fadeaway, short. Rebound Pierce. Pierce with 1. Half-court heave. Doesn't go. Almost went in.
There.
Almost went in. Not a bad shot. But nonetheless, that'll end the first half with Brookdale in control, 59-20 here in the Collins Arena. We'll take a break for halftime, come back for the second half here on Brookdale TV after this.
Every journey we take in this life starts with a single step. My journey at Brookdale started with that step.
We are all starting a new adventure. Thank you for helping me get my start at Brookdale.
Teaching is all about encouraging a passion.
We are from many countries. We have many things in common to live our American dream.
I believe that education is empowering.
Brookdale is number one. We will always be number one.
Brookdale is the best community college, the finest community college in the entire state of New Jersey.
We are here for one purpose only: student learning.
This is not your ordinary community college. This is an education for the 21st century, a college that learns from industry trends and adapts to the changing job market. This is a group of acclaimed professors and a staff who will stand at your side and help you kick down any door you choose. This is where you can learn a new skill or earn a degree, online or in person, at 6 locations across Monmouth County. This is not your ordinary community college. This is Brookdale. This is college redefined. This is success reimagined.
Hi, my name is Valerie. I'm here for Spring Fling. It's awesome. It's so great. There's so much free stuff and fun events, and it's really fun.
I think they should have activities like this so people can meet each other, because it helps people socialize.
I'm Alec, and I was here because I wanted to check it out, and I've never been to one of these things before.
What do you think so far? What have you done here?
I've done the Spider-Man, bungee, and the sumo wrestling.
I'm Tyler Harris, and I'm coming here just to have some fun, you know, just hanging out with students over here, meeting new people and everything.
Just having fun for my criminal law class. Lots of fun. Oh God. So much fun. It's so much fun.
I think it's awesome, especially this late in the year, because it's like finals are coming up. It's toward the end of the semester, and it's just kind of a great time to mellow out from classes and just kind of enjoy the new season.
Well, the semester is coming to an end, but I'll be sticking around. To learn more about events here at Brookdale, visit our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Parola with Brookdale Television. Until next time. Well, the semester's coming to an end, and students are either cramming for finals or stressing about what their next step is. But if you come across the Brookdale Bank Year Library, you'll find people who are willing to help you de-stress, relax, and clear your worried mind. Oh, and did I mention that these people were therapy dogs? Yeah, let's go check it out.
My name's Tyara, and I'm here to pet some dogs and be not stressed. Dogs just have this peaceful aura. Petting them just calms me instantly.
My name is Michelle Fields, and we're here with all the therapy dogs to help the students de-stress. Since she was 6 months old, she had a docile nature, and she loved people, and she especially loved kids, and she would let kids do anything to her. So we knew that she would be a great therapy dog. So I had the dream of taking her into the hospital and helping out sick kids, going to visit people, and so it took about 6 months of training, and she passed all her tests. And now we go regularly to Monmouth Medical. We visit the pediatric ward and the cardiac ward, and we were invited to come here today.
I think it's just a great way to get your hands on an animal and feel their love and energy, and they bring a smile to everyone's face, and they keep everyone calm. Just to see the student's face when they see him, it brings so much joy to my heart and his, and he loves helping everyone.
I just like dogs. They make me happy. So how do you think this is helping you guys de-stress from the academic semester?
Nice to take a break from everything and just get to hang out with somebody that all he does is want to make people happy.
It's a good distraction, and it is very relaxing to just be with a companion who just wants to be pet and have attention and love and give that back.
My name is Brittany Harrison, and this is my dog, my therapy dog Charlie, and we're here helping students de-stress. Charlie loves everyone, and he usually always brings a smile to everyone's face.
Well, that's all the time we have here today, because I'm going to be spending the rest of my day petting some pups. To learn more about events at Brookdale, visit our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Parola with Brookdale Television. Thanks for watching.
Well, if you don't have a library, you don't have access to books and electronic resources that you need to do to complete most of your assignments. That's one way we contribute to student success. We also have our tutoring center here, so if you need some additional support for your classes, you come right in and get it. Not to mention all the computers we have for everybody to get their work done.
Having trouble declaring a major? Or do you have a degree and don't know exactly what to do with it yet? Well, look no further, because the Major Fair is here for you. Hi, I'm Sophia Parola, and welcome to Brookdale's second annual Major Fair, where students can explore various academic options, find out what jobs are in their field of study, and talk with department representatives who can assist them in the decision-making process.
I'm the Director of Career Services here at Brookdale, and today we're at the Major Exploration Fair to help students learn more about what they can do in certain careers, what they can do with their majors, and then also to talk about all the hands-on learning opportunities that we offer. We do have a great online job and internship database that every student is able to register for and utilize, has hundreds of employers and jobs in there right now and internships, so great resource. We have a lot of good resources. There's a lot of great tables here. The faculty are here representing their majors. So I think this is a great way for them to be introduced to it. And then it takes a little bit of research, and students are always able to come and talk to anyone in career services about their careers and their majors as well.
I'm Joe Verone. I'm a professor in the English department here at Brookdale.
So how do you think that the English department can connect with prospective students at the Major Fair?
Oh, the Major Fair I think is great. Students don't usually think of English as a career option, and I think it's nice in an informal setting like this to just have people come around, say hi, meet like real human beings behind a table. So it's really an effective way for us to kind of reach out to students.
I'm Professor Schaefer, and I am from the Business Management Department. I'm representing business, economics, accounting, etc. So it kind of gives them an idea of all the variety of things that you can do out there in the business world. We kind of give them a direction and a path on which they can take to be successful and profitable and produce and give to the economy as a whole. It's my first time at the event, and there's a lot of students here, and I'm getting a lot of questions, so I really think it's a good idea, and they're interested.
I'm junior, my major is communications and minor in business. This whole fair is beneficial to anybody who wants to graduate and succeed in life. I want to pursue my my career, because being here and like talking to my professors, I feel like I owe it to my professors to at least go out and do good, because they take their time to teach you, and the school takes their time to put up these fairs. So why not actually like take the information you learn and use it, and come back one day and say, hey, I did this.
So my name is Joe Walsh. I'm the Assistant Director of Off-Campus Programs for Rutgers University, and I'm here today representing the Rutgers-Brookdale Partnership. We're very glad to be here. Rutgers has been partnered with Brookdale since 1998. One of the hardest things we've had in terms of recruiting is that a large number of Brookdale students still don't know we're here. So this is a way to be visible out in front of students, just in their daily lives without being too intrusive. And we understand not everyone's going to come to Rutgers University, but since we have a special partnership with Brookdale, we want to be wherever Brookdale students are, let them know that we wanted them to think of themselves as Rutgers students now, and to make the transition and the transfer as seamless as possible.
A lot of times we focus our energy with the academic departments on selling Brookdale to incoming students, and then we have students here who might be questioning their degree choices. This is a way for current Brookdale students to learn more about what's offered at Brookdale, what they could do with a specific program of study, and just a little bit more information about what's happening here.
Well, that's a wrap. It sounds like the major fair was a major success. To learn more about what Brookdale has to offer, visit our website at brookdalecc.edu. I'm Sophia Parola. Thanks for watching.
The champ is here! 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 The champ is here!
I'm Sophia Parola, and I'm here at the International Festival, where Brookdale brings together ethnic groups to share traditions and celebrate our unique differences. This multicultural event features food, music, arts and crafts, dance, and more. Let's go check it out.
So what I've seen so far is a lot of different cultures meshing together and coming together, a bunch of different ideologies, coming together and just talking to each other.
There's different cultures. There's tables with Brazil and Argentina. There was someone there with mate, was a type of tea. It was really good, nice.
I love this festival. It's in spring. It's very colorful. It brings all the international students here and expose them to all Brookdale students who are, Americans. Many of them, they never been abroad, so they have a chance to meet people from different countries, test their food, see the pictures from their country, talk to them directly. I was an international student when I started Brookdale many years ago. I'm from Poland originally, so I'm glad that I made this whole circle when I was a student involved in the international club, being part of international festival.
And we're back here in the Robert J. Collins Arena, getting ready to start the second half. Tim Catalfemo alongside Brian Goudsworth, the rest of our BTV crew this evening in the Collins Arena. Early start time. Game started at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time, trying to bump up the games a little bit after the women's game was canceled due to Atlantic Cape forfeiting earlier on in the week. Brookdale at the half led 59-20. We'll see if they can continue that performance in the second half. We expect that they will. Have a couple of corrections also to get to in just a second after this possession by the Jersey Blues as Cabrera is inside, not able to get his basket to go. See there, Coach Chizak on the sidelines. Interesting story about him in just a second as well. Traveling call there on Gabriel Sanchez in his 26th season. Got a haircut, actually. I was talking to him about that before the game. I said I wasn't going to say anything on TV, but I guess I can say it now since it's taken care of. Because that hair was really starting to flop around in the last game, so.
It's been a pretty quiet game from so far.
I know,
tonight.
he hasn't had a whole lot to say.
Now when you're up by almost
59-20,
yeah.
I would say you're pretty pleased. Lampley inside after the feed from Cabrera, not able to get it to go. But in all fairness, though, Coach Chizak and his staff have done a great job this year with this team. And they have just continued to dominate. We talked about the #1 team in the country. Lampley now up ahead to Cabrera. Cabrera right at the hole and lays it in with the right hand. So now 61-20. Brookdale leads.
And you wonder if there will reach a point where pressure starts to develop for this team to try to pursue an undefeated regular season, because it's obviously something that's not easy to do. It doesn't get done very often. But this team, we've watched them a lot, obviously, and we'd have to say they're pretty capable of doing it. You wonder, though, if that pressure starts to sink in of going for an undefeated season.
Pierce nowhere to go, double teamed. Now back out to Sanchez, who puts up a long three, not able to get it to go. And the rebound tipped in by Owens is good. So Darrell Owens able to get 2 points there, and a quick timeout taken by Atlantic Cape.
Atlantic Cape calls up full.
So we'll keep it here. 8:04 remaining here in the second half. As I said, we have a couple of corrections to give you as far as pronunciations are concerned on the Atlantic Cape side. Number 5, Luis Rivera, not Riviera, and Jalen Hudgens, not Hudgens. So Atlantic Cape in a full timeout. And as I have said in the past, Brookdale trying to keep a perfect season going, Brian, and not really too much competition tonight from the Buccaneers, but really when you look at this upcoming schedule that they have a game on Thursday night, which we will be here for, against Mercer County. Then they have a game on Saturday against Sussex County. And then they go on the road to play Middlesex on February the 8th. You go through the rest of the schedule, all those games are winnable games for Brookdale. And as it stands right now, I don't see any real team giving this challenging this team at all from impacting their perfect season.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen that when they have been faced with one of the big-time teams in the region, like Rowan Gloucester, who we saw last week, and, you know, Rowan Gloucester gave them a pretty good first half of basketball. Looked like the game would be somewhat competitive, but again, Brookdale pulled away late, and there just hasn't been another team that has stood out as really any kind of a factor to challenge this Brookdale team.
Cabrera now back out to Holmes. Kicks it into the corner for Olikani. Olikani right wing three. It's an air ball. The rebound, Cabrera. Shot clock did not reset. And now a foul here on the Buccaneers. We'll see who they get, either Owens or Sanchez. I think they're going to get Sanchez. So Gabriel Sanchez will pick up his first personal, first on the team. And now the shot clock will be put to 20. Cabrera to inbound. Feed inside from Lampley to McNeil, and McNeil able to put it off the glass and in. 65-22.
And this is the kind of a game with the score being what it is, that if you're Paul Chizek and the Jersey Blues, you can put in a lot of your players who don't get to see ordinarily a lot of game action and see what they can do in a game like this.
Well, we saw Makai Morgan as Tariq Holmes travels along the baseline there. But we saw Makai Morgan and Stephon Forbes, 2 freshmen that we haven't really seen too much in this season in the first half. We've also seen Anthony McNeil and Denzel Lampley. However, Denzel has been in several games this year, but hasn't had that much time on the floor, but has seen more playing time than those first 3 players. So everyone getting an opportunity to play on the floor this evening. George Pierce not able to get the tip in to go, got his own rebound and puts it in. Nice effort there by Pierce, not giving up on the play. Brookdale, they'll still lead 65-24. Olakane, right arc 3 on the way. Back iron, no good. Saved out of bounds there for Atlantic Cape, and now Pierce brings up the basketball. Rivera from the corner, not able to get the 3 to go. Up ahead, Holmes all alone. Nice bounce pass to McNeil, who puts it in for 2.
And again, a very easy, fast break there. The quick outlet pass off the missed shot, and too easy as McNeil goes in for the uncontested dunk.
Ooh, Pierce traveled right in front of Rondell Taylor, the official. So another turnover there for the Buccaneers. Olakane there on the sidelines. Talked last week, we were making fun of Zach for his shoe apparel. And he ironically has the same shoes that he did last week, so hasn't changed them up too much. Owns about 3 or 4 different pairs of shoes that I can recall. And McNeil thought about a 3, drives inside, throws it up there, not able to get it off to go off the rim. And now here comes Atlantic Cape up the floor with Pierce. Nice feed inside to Hudgens, and Hudgens puts it in.
A nice pass there, finding Hudgens underneath the basket, and he's able to go up and finish it.
So Hudgens did a nice job contributing as Lampley can't hit from the right elbow. Atlantic Cape had Hudgens wide open, but not able to get it up to him. Now Pierce is double teamed. Pass intended for Hudgens is taken away. Cabrera, right at Owens, puts it off the glass and in.
That was a 4-on-1 break that Brookdale had. I thought for sure they'd just take it right to the basket. Cabrera winds up backing up with it before accelerating to the basket for the 2.
Rivera, the 3, rims out. Rebound Holmes. Up ahead, Olakane. Olakane right at Sanchez. One-hand flush for Zach Olakane.
A little power behind it that time for Olakane.
And now it is 71-26. He's definitely had a lot of practice at that in this game. Shot there from the foul line, not able to go, and now out of bounds back to Brookdale.
Well, you know, whatever the final score winds up being tonight, it probably will not surpass the biggest blowout that you and I have seen calling Brookdale games. Remember the women's game last year against Philadelphia?
I think it was 101, 106 to 20 or something like that.
I think the opponent scored 12, and Brookdale had like 101, something to that degree.
It was
ugly.
It was pretty big as we have a tie up there on the floor. Jump ball. Possession arrow will go back to Atlantic Cape. However, the biggest blowout I have seen this year was actually a Rutgers women's basketball game that I called for Rutgers University for their student radio station. 101-35, I believe, was the score. The women beat Fairleigh Dickinson earlier this year. So that was quite a blowout.
A lot of filler time when games reach that point.
And I was on the radio, too. So talk about having to fill airtime.
That's tough.
Lampley up ahead to Holmes. Alley-oop pass to Olakane, not able to get it to go, but he puts it up no good off the glass. Olakane, 4-chance opportunity there for Brookdale, not possession. It's taken away by Pierce. Atlantic Cape with some numbers. Pierce going all the way, throws it up off the glass and in with the left hand.
Yeah, I don't know if he actually intended to shoot there. It almost looked like he was trying for a lob pass, but sees it go in the basket going off the glass.
71-28. McNeil all alone, wasn't ready for the pass from Holmes, and a turnover there. And just as we saw in the first half, everybody on the floor now for Brookdale comes off, and now on the floor for the Jersey Blues include Kyle Bradshaw, Matt Ringel, Grant Good, Jameek Moore, and Kenny LaRocca.
Yeah, this is one of those games where the substitutions come. You almost have two different teams that you substitute, Team A and Team B. Brookdale is employing tonight.
Brookdale has such a large bench, they could even go to a Team C if they had to, as Martinez travels there at the top of the key. See some fans here in the Collins Arena. Jameek Moore now back out LaRocca, left arc three, short. And the weak side rebound to Sanchez. Pierce. Left arc three. Back iron no good. Hudgens couldn't handle the rebound. It was scooped up by Owens, or excuse me, that's Sanchez, and now we have a whistle. Timeout, I think, is called by Atlantic Cape. So another full timeout called by the Buccaneers. And we'll keep it here on Brookdale TV, 71-28. Brookdale in command. We'll talk about the upcoming schedule. As I said, Brookdale, of course, playing Atlantic Cape tonight. Then on Thursday night, we have a doubleheader. And yes, that will be a doubleheader. The women and the men against Mercer County Community College. Games will be at 5 and 7 p.m. here live on Brookdale TV. Then on Saturday, we come back here to the Collins Arena as the Jersey Blues, the men's and women's team, once again take on Sussex County College. That's a 12 p.m. and a 2 p.m. tip-off. The women are at 12, the men at 2. So we hope you join us, or if you can't join us, to come out to the Collins Arena. Before Brookdale goes on the road, the men do, to play Middlesex County College on February 8th. Next home game for them after that is February 10th against Cumberland County College. So jam-packed week for this team. Coming off of a kind of a crazy trip up to New England, playing 2 games back-to-back, one in Massachusetts against Bunker Hill. They won that game 88-67, and then one in Avery Point, Connecticut against UConn at Avery Point on Sunday, as Rivera, the long three there out of the timeout, is good. But a busy week here at home for the Jersey Blues men's basketball team. Kyle Bradshaw, the three, uncontested, is good.
Nothing but net that time for Bradshaw from behind the arc.
Brookdale in a 2-3 zone. Rivera looking to go somewhere with the basketball. Now back over to Sanchez. Pierce now with 12 on the shot clock. Nice feed from Owens. Not able to get it inside. Shot clock winding down the 5. Floating up there and off the glass and in is Sanchez. And now here's Grant Good with a clean lane to the bucket, and he's fouled.
And that's just not a good enough job getting back defensively for Atlantic Cape. They actually scored on their last couple of possessions, but that time allowing Good to get right to the basket with pretty much no resistance from the defense.
So Grant Good now at the foul line for Brookdale. First shot on the way, and Good, the 6'5" sophomore from Matawan, New Jersey.
It's not Kyle Bradshaw.
Yeah, Grant Good there at the foul line. 2 shots completed from the line. 76-33. Under 12 to play. Brookdale, the #1 team in the country, as we have said a couple times during the broadcast. Pretty impressive stat. The last time they were #1 in the country was during the 2014-2015 season, as Jameek Moore steals it away, flips it over to LaRocca. LaRocca draws contact, not able to get the basket to go. But he'll go to the line for 2 shots.
Now that ball was halfway down for LaRocca. He's shaking his head a little bit. I think he thought for sure he was going to make that shot, but now he gets to shoot free throws.
So Kenny LaRocca at the foul line. First shot up and good. Had a career-high 20 points in the last game against UConn at Avery Point. And LaRocca has been someone that the coaching staff has told me they want him to shoot the ball more because he's had open looks, but gives up the basketball sometimes to some of his teammates, which there's nothing wrong with, but they like for him to pull the trigger a little bit more. He's starting to become more comfortable on the floor as he knocks down 2 from the foul line.
Yeah, and you look at that last game when he had 20 points, only 8 shot attempts. He made 6 of them, so that goes back to the point of wanting him to shoot the ball more, be an even bigger part of what this team does offensively.
LaRocca, the 6'3" freshman from Marlboro, New Jersey. And the shot clock again expires there for Atlantic Cape. That is the 3rd time that has happened in this game where Atlantic Cape has not either realized that the shot clock has been winding down, or coaching staff has not been aware of it, or something is amiss there.
And it's not even that they've gotten a shot up at the buzzer. They haven't even looked like they have any idea that the clock is running thin.
Rivera, threw it away, was looking for Martinez. Now cross-court pass intercepted by Pierce. Pierce now up ahead to Hudgens. Hudgens inside, not able to get the basket to go. Martinez, though, puts it in. Moore, top of the key, 3, rims out, no good. That was halfway down for Jameek Moore. Rebound Sanchez. Sanchez inside, may have gotten away with an extra step, puts the ball up, no good. Hudgens, the rebound, not able to get that basket to go, and now the rebound pushed back out to Jameek Moore. Some shake and bake now back out to Kyle Bradshaw. Grant good, right arc 3 on the way, nothing but net. 81-35 now. Several times this season, Brookdale has scored over 85 points. Even more than that, they have scored over 100 points on several occasions. And right now, with 9:37 and counting remaining here in the second half, they are well on their way to achieving that mark. Shot clock now starting to wind down once again for Atlantic Cape. Martinez, Hudgens. Had it blocked away. Shot clock at 1. It stays here with the Buccaneers, so they'll have to have a catch and shoot. And it's tipped out of bounds there by Bradshaw. So maybe 0.5 seconds left on the shot clock. Martinez had his shot blocked. Doesn't matter, ball still in play. Bradshaw gonna take it himself, trying to throw it down with one hand and blew the dunk. That's not gonna get any brownie points from the coaching staff.
Well, you know, when the game is 81-35, you can take chances like that. Bradshaw looking for his moment there with a big dunk, and doesn't happen for him.
Martinez put the ball on the floor. Bradshaw scooped it up. Now LaRocca back over to Good. Inside to Ringo, reverse layup is good. So now Brookdale continues to just increase their lead, 83-35. Pierce the long 3, top of the key, no good. Rebound Good. Up ahead to Moore, bumps right into Sanchez, no call. Officials let it go. Rivera, Hudgens, and Hudgens throws it down.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but going back to the first half, you combine in this game, Brookdale, I think, has only committed 1 team foul, which is pretty unbelievable.
And now we have a block here on Luis Rivera. Good will inbound. Gets it into Bradshaw. Quick 2. Back iron, no good. Rebound Atlantic Cape. Here they come up the floor. They don't have numbers. Here comes Pierce. Now Pierce will back it out for the Buccaneers. Pierce now, right arc 3 on the way. Front rim, no good. Rebound Ringel. Stolen away there by Sanchez. Sanchez, feed inside to Hudgens, and Hudgens is just going to easily put it in for 2. Moore, the layup doesn't go. Martinez the rebound.
Not too many stoppages in this game. If there's one good thing about it, obviously, it's a game Brookdale has dominated, but it's been nice flow to it. Not a lot of pauses in the action, not a lot of free throws, as you see this new team come in on the Brookdale side.
Another turnover there for Atlantic Cape, so an entirely new team, as Brian says, comes in for Brookdale. Makai Morgan, Stefan Forbes, Anthony McNeil, Zach Olicani, and Frez Cabrera. See the rest of the arena there. You see the two of us actually up here, actually. Up in the skybox. Stefan Forbes, right wing three on the way is good. He's had a pair of threes this evening, and now 86-39, Brookdale in front.
Yeah, and you wonder if this is the kind of game that can kind of get him going, allow him to be a bigger part of the rotation going forward, because he has a good shot from three-point range, can add that element on the floor.
And fouled along the baseline is Frankie Martinez. He's going to go to the line. Coach Jizak there looking on. Assistant coach Kurt Fenchel behind him. And so Frankie Martinez at the foul line. Foul is on for Brookdale, Frez Cabrera. It's his first personal. And as you said, Brian, I believe that's only the second foul in this entire game for Brookdale as Martinez gets the roll, or I should say the bounce on the rim. Bends down to tie his shoe at the foul line. Frankie Martinez, the freshman, 1 out of 2 from the line. (86-40). Olicani over to Forbes. It's been hot from behind the three-point line. Olicani, the drive inside. Floater doesn't go off the rim. Now the Buccaneers have an opportunity to try to get more points on the board. And I think what would be considered garbage time at this point. Sanchez thought about a three, now puts it up. He's fouled while shooting a three. So he will go to the line for 3 shots, and the foul is on Makai Morgan.
Well,
that's his second.
That's not what you want to do. In the grand scheme of things, doesn't matter too much with this being a 46-point lead, but never want to foul a jump shooter, especially from three-point range.
So Gabriel Sanchez did not hit the first foul shot, but he will have 2. Sanchez hits the first one. Coming in for Atlantic Cape, Darrell Owens. He will come in for Frankie Martinez, who comes out of the game. And meanwhile now at the foul line, once again for his final foul shot, Gabriel Sanchez. 2 of 3 from the foul line. Forbes tried to feed it inside to McNeil. McNeil saved it out of bounds. Forbes now the left-hand drive. Inside doesn't go. McNeil, the rebound blocked away by Hudgens. But now Makai Morgan able to get the teardrop jumper in the paint to go. Rivera out to Pierce. Owens tried to feed inside to Hudgens, not able to get it to go. Now here comes Cabrera, flipping it over to Morgan. Jump stop 2 doesn't go. Morgan got his own rebound, bodies all over the place. Forbes wide open for 3, not able to hit it. Front rim no good, out of bounds, back to Brookdale.
That's just shooting practice for Forbes. No one even in the vicinity of him as he took that jumper.
Morgan will inbound with a fresh 30. Forbes again, left wing 3, got it.
So go figure, that one's somewhat contested and he drills it with no problem.
I think maybe he just wanted to have his moment with everybody looking at him, maybe. I don't know. 91-42. Hudgens had his arm slapped, no foul. McNeil got the rebound after blocking it away from Owens, and now here comes Brookdale up the floor with Cabrera. The drive inside on the paint goes around Pierce and not able to get the bucket to go. Now here's Hudgens going coast to coast, laying it in with the right hand.
I'd say Atlantic Cape is actually playing hard, though. We're seeing them block some shots here in the second half. That time they convert in transition, so they have not, just fallen down in this game despite the score dictating otherwise.
Olakani with the layup inside is good. Now 93-44. Brookdale 7 points away from eclipsing 100. Pierce picked up his dribble in a dangerous spot. Now Owens on top of the Brookdale emblem. Rivera. Feed inside Hudgens. All alone. Hudgens flushes it down with two hands. Jalene Hudgens has played incredibly well, one of the bright spots for this team. Forbes there from the corner again is good from three. Stephon Forbes, that's got to be, I believe, 4 threes at this point. Having a breakout game there for the freshman. Owens, NBA range, 3, good.
My goodness.
Wow, Darrell Owens, what a shot.
Long distance.
And Cabrera able to save the loose ball. Able to get the layup to go in the paint. Now Brookdale 2 away from 100. 98-49. Pierce flushed out to center court. That was Sanchez with the 3, but Hudgens again, the 2 underneath the basket as Denzel Lampley, you see on the sidelines, getting ready to check in for Brookdale. McNeil reversed layup, not able to get that one to go. And now Owens up to Hudgens. Reverse layup this time does not go for Jalene. So Jalen Hudgens not able to get that one to go. And Forbes again, the 3. 101, now 51. The scoreboard actually quit working now. I think they may have broken the scoreboard, no joke.
I'll tell you though, nice job there by Olakani. Knowing the kind of game Forbes is having, he could have taken that to the basket himself, but found Forbes spotting up, and this has been his night.
Yeah, no joke. I think that they may have broken the scoreboard on that one. It's supposed to say 101.
Yeah,
Brookdale, by the way, took a timeout, so that's why we are waiting.
It's a long way from 51 to 1. I mean, Brookdale's up now. They're working there. Oh, they got 2
now we're going to have to go all the way through, all the way up to 100.
They had doubled their point total there for a second, then it fell back to 1.
Coach Chizak taking a long swig of water there on the sidelines. Hasn't had too much to yell about in this game. So we're going to stay at 1 to 51, even though it's 101. And like I said, I think the scoreboard may not be working the right way.
It was tired of updating Brookdale points.
Forbes, the reverse layup is good.
So does that make it 51 to 3?
I
That
don't know.
does, yeah.
now we're 103 to 51. If you're keeping score at home. Oh my goodness. Brookdale has gotten to 100 points before in this building, so I'm surprised, but scoreboard not wanting to put up 100 points tonight. Hudgens not able to handle the pass from Pierce. Morgan going coast to coast. Layup no good. Cabrera doesn't get the putback to go. And Morgan again the rebound. Cabrera spinning his way. Back out Lampley. Left arc 3 on the way. Front rim no good. Lampley got his own rebound and draws contact in the paint. He'll shoot 2 from the line. As Hudgens, I think, was bumped inside. I think he may have hit his jaw. I don't know if that was Lampley or one of his teammates that hit him. But Jalen appears to be all right. Denzel Lampley at the foul line. Shot on the way and good. So now 104-51.
You wonder if the scoreboard's going to be able to correct itself before this one's over.
105-51.
Because, I mean, if you were a Jersey Blue fan, you just tuned in, you'd be
You'd
like,
have
what
a heart
happened?
attack. Yeah,
I
you'd
mean,
have a heart attack if you were just tuning in.
It's a terrible way to lose your first game. You just didn't even show up. 5 points.
Owens there, the nice 3. By the way, we are in the second half. The scoreboard also says that we're still in the first half. No way. 105-54. Cabrera behind the back pass to McNeil. Beautifully done inside. Now 107-54. Brookdale leads under 90 seconds to play. So Brookdale will easily pick up a win here, and they will improve to 21-0, 16-0 in Region 19 play. And they will remain the #1 team in the land.
They're chasing that 30-1 regular season they had a few years back that, of course, culminated in a national championship.
Well, they're well on their way. And from what the coaching staff has told me, this team has a lot more ability than that team did. Remember, that team, I believe, only had 8 players. This team has a lot more than that. They have a lot more depth.
This has to be one of the best teams this program has ever seen. I mean,
Could easily be that way.
It's a
Forbes
dynamic
again. Back iron, no good. Pierce is double teamed, and he is fouled there. You heard the slap up here. That might be on Morgan, and if that is, that's his 3rd personal foul. So it is on Morgan, 3rd personal. And if I'm not mistaken, as Brian and I have talked about, that's only the 4th foul Brookdale has committed in this game. Frankie Martinez, who checked back in at the last buzzer. Owens along the baseline. Kickball will stay here with the Buccaneers. 13 on the shot clock. I'm sorry, now 20 on the shot clock. They reset it. Owens, taken away by Lampley. Up ahead to Morgan. Morgan, feed inside to Cabrera, and Cabrera just easily puts it in. Uncontested, 109-54. Again, scoreboard not working.
I guess there must be an issue with the, once you get to 100 for whatever. We've seen this team score 100, and it hasn't been a problem in the past, but.
So I think that's probably going to do it. Brookdale not going to really push here. Coach Chizak calling off the Dogs. 109-54 will be the final score. Brookdale, the #1 team in the country. They remain undefeated, and they improve now to 16-0 in Region 19 play and 21-0 overall, taking down Atlantic Cape tonight in the Collins Arena. What a game. Quite impressive. Quite an ending. And for Brookdale, nothing really stopping this team at all as they just continue to roll. So we welcome you back inside our booth here in the Collins Arena. Tim Catalfemo alongside Brian Goudsward. Really not much more to say about this game. Brookdale just flat out dominated from the opening tip, and they take down Atlantic Cape County tonight in a thrilling performance from several different players who we're really not used to seeing not very often on the court for Brookdale, in particular Stefan Forbes, who had quite a game for the freshman.
Yeah, I think that's where you have to start with this game. Got an opportunity to play with the circumstances being what they were and made the most of it. I mean, we know he's a sharp shooter. Hasn't really shown it, though. He's been kind of inconsistent this season when he has gotten an opportunity. Not tonight, though. He had the confidence. He had the shot working. He made 4 or 5 from long range and led the way on this Brookdale charge, which was a dominating effort from start to finish.
So again, Brookdale wins 109-54 over Atlantic Cape County tonight in the Collins Arena. They remain undefeated, and they remain the #1 team in the country. Our next game here on Brookdale TV will be on Thursday night when the Brookdale Jersey Blues men's and women's teams come home to welcome Mercer County College. Those games will be at 5 and 7 p.m. Eastern Time. The women will be first. Brian and I will have that call along with the men's game at 7 p.m. So we hope you join us for that. Until then, for our entire BTV staff, for Brian Goudsward, I'm Tim Catalfamo saying good night from the Robert J. Collins Arena in Lincroft, New Jersey. Brookdale, the #1 team in the land, still undefeated, taking down Atlantic Cape County tonight, 109-54. Have a great rest of your evening, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hi, my name is Zachary Lucani. I'm from Teaneck, New Jersey. I play the guard, and Brookdale for me is a home where I could play basketball and get a good education to better myself.
My name is Fres Cabrera. I'm from Perth Amboy, New Jersey. Buckets near you. They call me Mr. Jelly.
My position is shooting guard, and what has Brookdale did for you has been bettering my education and furthering my knowledge. My name is Jameek Moore from Hackensack, New Jersey. I'm the point guard for Brookdale, and I'm here to further my education in criminal justice. I'm proud to be a Jersey Blue.
My name is Grant Good from Matawan, New Jersey. I'm a guard, and Brookdale's going to take me to my next basketball school.
I'm Kyle Bradshaw. I'm a guard from Tinton Falls, New Jersey, and Brookdale is the first step to what I want to do in life.
My name is Matt Ringel. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I play forward, and what Brookdale means to me, it gives you another opportunity to decide what you want to do with your life.
How y'all doing? I'm Makai Morgan from Piscataway, New Jersey, P-Way, you know. I'm a point guard here at Brookdale Community College. What I like about Brookdale is that not only is it a good athletic school, also you could get good academic help from here and get your degree and prosper from there.
My name is Kenny LaRocca. I'm from Marlboro, New Jersey. I play guard, and Brookdale to me is a place to further my education and play basketball.
My name is Mark Serbo. I'm from Middletown, New Jersey. I play point guard, and Brookdale to me is a place to further my education.
My name is Stephon Forbes. I'm from East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. I play point guard and also the shooting guard. And Brookdale for me is just a big opportunity and a big step in my academic and college athletic career.
My name is Jordan Hernandez from Passaic, New Jersey, position guard. Brookdale for me is a place of growth and maturity and a creative future and more.
Denzel Lampley, Newark, New Jersey, 6'3" guard, sometimes forward, depending on the matchup. Brookdale is a place of opportunity. It has a winning culture. If you want to come here, you have fun, you win. It's a great school.
Hi, my name is Anthony McNeil from Asbury Park, New Jersey. I'm a 6'2" freshman, guard/forward. Brookdale for me means a new beginning, a new opportunity. Here at Brookdale, we have a great basketball program coached by Coach Chizek, who's been here for over 25 years, and he's doing a great job. He knows what it takes to get us all together for one common goal. This year, we have a great basketball team, and we expect to be the best in the country.